Hi, I'm Michael Pfeiffer from Industrial Metallurgists. This is a brief video about our product launch formula. So during product launch, we want things to be low stress and have a few headaches. And there are a lot of decisions during a product development and during product launch and also after product launch that involve decisions around the materials that are being used in the product. And many of those decisions influence the cost and also the quality problems that we might encounter and any headaches that we might encounter during product development and during launch and then afterwards. And we can make decisions and get information that will about the materials that will help make things lower stress and help ensure the success of your product, both from a performance and reliability perspective, as well as having good quality and having good profits. So first, there's product development. There are many decisions during product development that involve the materials used in the product. For component design, to select the form of the component and the materials have a big effect on the performance and reliability of the component as well as the cost. And that's not just in terms of the cost of the materials used in the components. It's also from a design and manufacturing perspective, the ease of fabricating components out of the materials. The easier it is to fabricate components out of a particular material, the lower the cost will be to fabricate the component. When selecting suppliers, we want to make sure that we select suppliers that have the technical capability of continuously producing and continually and consistently producing materials and components that meet our performance and reliability requirements. That is, they have the composition and microstructure and properties needed for our products. Then there's fabrication and assembly process development. We have to select input materials, select processes, and also select the process parameters that enable fabrication of components and forming joints between components that have the right properties and right microstructure that result in the right reliability and performance for the product, and also that enable easy fabrication and easy assembly so that we can keep the costs down and be able to have a high throughput from the manufacturing line. And finally, with product testing, it's important to pay attention to the materials, to understand the materials that are being tested, making sure that the materials are consistent with the materials that will be used in the final product. It's a problem if the materials don't have the properties needed, or they don't have the same properties as the materials that we use in the final product. If the properties are too low, then you can have failed testing that shouldn't have happened. Or if the properties are too good, then you could have products passing tests that might not have passed if the materials had been the right materials. So paying attention to the materials during product testing is also important. Then the next step after product development is product launch. And during product launch, we're going to be working out the bugs with the processes, both with the input materials being used and the processes and the process parameters. And quite often we have to do root cause analysis and failure analysis to get information about the materials that are being used and about the components that are being produced and the joints that are being produced, to understand the materials and the processes in order to make changes to the processes and materials in order to be able to consistently produce good components and good assemblies. So there are a number of aspects of product launch that involve metals engineering and materials engineering. And finally, there's cost reduction and product improvement once we've worked out the details with fabrication and assembly. So for cost reduction, we can use lower cost materials for components, identify lower cost suppliers that are capable of consistently providing materials and components that meet our requirements, and improving manufacturing quality, continue to improve manufacturing quality. This will all help to reduce the cost of making a product. Unfortunately, many companies often go for a home run. This can be with a totally new product, or for a product that's an iteration of a past product, but there are significant changes to the reliability or performance requirements for the product. And companies will often try to immediately get low cost by using overseas suppliers. There's the lure of the belief that we can do it right this time, work with overseas suppliers, even though there's even though many engineering issues have not been worked out, we don't have a complete understanding of the materials that will be used in components, or the processes that will be used to fabricate components, or the materials that we need from suppliers to make components and to make assemblies. And so, and these overseas suppliers can't provide the engineering support to help us work these things out, as well as they just don't have the technical capabilities. And this can result in product reliability problems and production quality problems. And it takes money and effort to understand and fix these problems. And sometimes that money and effort greatly outweighs the money that was spent, that would have been spent on working with local suppliers within your suppliers within your country. Also, there's the effect on being able to make product to sell. If we're getting poor quality materials and components from our suppliers, that's going to have an impact on our production lines. And finally, there's the effect on your reputation when products fail during use and you have unhappy customers. So there are a lot of reasons why not to go for a home run and not to try working with overseas suppliers before working out all the details with regards to the materials that you're using in your products. I talked about a lot of different aspects of product launch and or product development and launch and then cost reduction in this video. I will have future videos that will go into more details about the materials engineering perspective and things that can be done to improve the chances of making better design decisions, selecting better suppliers, working out problems and solving problems, and then cost reduction. I'll be updating the description to the YouTube video, and that description will have links to the videos that I produce as we produce them. Also, you can subscribe to get notification when new videos are produced. So that's it. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to email or to call, and good luck with your metals. Bye.